At RUMPKE Waste and Recycling, family is at the heart of all we do. Our name is on every truck, every container, every facility. And we take pride in what our family name represents: friendly, reliable service. Families trust us. Businesses trust us. Communities trust us. And you can too. Learn more about our family business and the important work we do at rumpke.com. RUMPKE, waste and recycling done right.
Welcome back to Week 8 of Inside the Nest with Connor, sponsored by RUMPKE. I'm your host, Connor Wilhide. This week's episode is a preview of the Scott County basketball programs. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and as always, thank you to RUMPKE Waste and Recycling for making this great show possible. Now, here is Coach Toby Harris, the head coach of the Scott County girls basketball program.
I'm here with Scott County girls basketball head coach Toby Harris. Coach, thanks for joining me this afternoon.
How you doing, man?
Last year was your first year as a head coach of the girls basketball program, but you're no stranger here at Scott County. You won a state championship here. Your son Kobe played here, and you're also a member of the boys basketball staff before you took over for the girls program. What was it like accepting the job here and then coaching your first season last year?
It was an honor, honestly. Coming from Scott County, being a Scott County boy, it's always been a dream to coach at Scott County. It didn't matter to me if it was boys or girls. It's all basketball to me, and I just love the game.
I first want to talk about last year's season and your team. So tell us about your season that you had last year and then your team that you had last year.
We had a pretty good season and team last year. Very balanced. A lot of the girls we had to play last year didn't have a lot of varsity experience, so I kind of had to force them into it, and they adapted to it very well.
What do you plan on building on from last year, and what did you like from last year's team?
What I like from last year?
Yeah, what you like and what you want to build on from last year.
Just more experience. We need to learn to get more experience in how to close out ball games, how to finish it out. It's tough. Going 3 quarters and you win and you win and win. That fourth quarter gets tough. You get tired. You get super tired. And now we're learning to play through that fourth quarter to finish the game.
What are some things that will change from last year?
Our team changed a little bit. Our main things have changed up is who's probably going to be our leading scorers for the year and defensive stoppers. We have some 8th graders that are coming in and playing some good minutes.
Talk to us about your team for this coming season and what can we expect from them?
You can expect us to play hard, that's for sure. Again, experience, we're lacking it, but hey, we got a lot of it last year, and these girls will go out and fight and play hard against anybody. They're learning to compete and stay competing with it, stay in competitive. Also, they're learning how to play as a team. There's no I's, it's only we's. It's us as a team. And relying on our teammates, knowing their strengths, knowing their weaknesses, and talking on defense. That's what we're learning.
How do you think your team matches up against the 42nd district competition?
We're right there. Everybody knows Douglas is loaded. It's a good program. It's a good team. They're a good team. Hey, we're going to go and fight and play against them as well. They got to come play us as well. But against 42nd, I like our odds. We can make some noise.
How will your style of change play from last year to this year?
This year we won't be so much of run and gun because of lack of experience. We'll kind of slow it down a little bit, run some play a little bit, but also we still will be heating it up on defense. Our defense causes a lot of our turnovers by pressuring the ball as we do.
What are you looking forward to the most of this year and in the future of this program?
Growing. We're looking to grow. Starting to get a lot more interest in girls basketball here in Scott County. And we're looking to just advance the game to get girls competitive so we can go make it to state tournaments and stuff like that.
And then talk to us about your schedule for this season and some of the highlights on there.
We got a pretty good schedule. We start out tomorrow with Sarah. Pretty good ball team. They just won last night. They're a pretty good ball team. Played Frederick Douglass twice. Really good team. You'll see them they're top in the state right now and already, and they're only getting better. Also, we have a couple of teams we'll be playing in the Florida Classic. Maybe get to face some of those good teams. Also, our schedule it's kind of balanced away from home and away because we need to learn how to play on the road and learn how to win on the road.
Coach, thank you and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Take a quick break. Come right back. More of Inside the Nest with Connor, sponsored by Rumpke, after this quick message from RUMPKE Waste and Recycling.
When you can't fit the car in the garage anymore, or the guest bedroom is overrun with junk, it's time for a Rumpke open-top dumpster. Rumpke offers open-top dumpsters in a variety of sizes and are often delivered the next day. You fill the container with unwanted material on your schedule, and Rumpke takes care of the rest. Don't wait to reclaim your space. Contact the Waste and Recycling experts at Rumpke today. Rumpke Waste and Recycling, done right.
I'm here with the new Scott County boys basketball head coach, Sean Woods. Coach, thanks for joining me today.
No problem.
You've had a very extensive basketball career, from playing on the Unforgettables, winning the championship, and then a long career of coaching. So tell us a little bit about your history of basketball and then what you look forward to here at Scott County. How'd you end up here?
Well, my history is, I've been playing basketball all my life, and I'm an Indiana guy, so I've been fortunate to play Indiana high school basketball. And then, of course, high school All-American, came to the University of Kentucky, had a great career there. Got my jersey retired with three of the best players I've ever played with, and John Pelfrey, Richie Farmer, Darren Feldhouse, including Mash Burn, and Reggie Hansen, Derek Miller. But then I went off and got into college ranks, started at High Point University. That was my first job. Then I left there and went to Texas A&M Corpus Christi. After that, I went to TCU. Then I left TCU and became a head coach at Mississippi Valley State University. In my fourth year, we had the second longest winning streak in the country and went to the NCAA tournament. Left there and went to Moorhead, became the winningest coach in his first 4 or 5 years in the history of the school. Left there and went to Stetson for a year and got the head job at Southern again, and two-time coach of the year there. And kind of got burnt out with the transfer portal and NIL situations, and didn't think I wanted to do it anymore. Never thought about coaching high school. And I always remember Billy Hicks and the success he had here and the way they did things. And when this opportunity came, I looked into it deep, and I still had a couple Division I opportunities. But my wife is from here, and this point in my life, I just wanted to plant my feet in the sand and really leave a legacy. And what better place to leave it at Scott County High School.
You mentioned Coach Hicks, and Scott County basketball has a long history. What does it mean for you to coach here?
Well, it means a lot. You want to be at a place where they really appreciate basketball and they're used to winning. You don't want to go to a place where you got to reinvent the wheel, get people to get on board, to show them what winning is all about. Scott County already knows. They just need another kickstart, and that was the reason why this job was so attractive to me.
You have added a couple of guys to the roster from last season. Tell us who those guys are and how you think your roster looks for this upcoming season.
Well, I've added a lot because there was nothing on the roster except for Monte Washburn and Philip Grimes for the most part. So nobody else really played significant minutes. So pretty much everybody's new. Reed Rutledge was on the team, but those guys didn't play significant minutes. So everybody's new. It's not just one or two. But we got significant players, and we're young still. And, the future's very, very bright here at Scott County High School.
What are some of your coaching philosophies with these guys?
Well, just changing the culture. The culture's been down for the last few years about winning. Teaching these guys what it takes to win, how you got to be professional and give it up every single day. And, being a winning program, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And these guys are getting used to that. And what's refreshing to me is these guys have answered the bell and have tried to do everything I've asked as hard as they possibly can. And I promise you, it won't go in vain. And these guys are already making significant improvements thus far.
You've been a Division I basketball coach many years. What are the benefits of playing in a system like yours for these high school guys?
Well, they know how to play college basketball. Everybody wants an opportunity to play college basketball. And, I'm the guy who used to recruit, and I'm the judge and the jury. So, the great thing that they have going for them is they got a high-profile, big-time college basketball coach who's their high school coach now, and is going to teach them how to make themselves attractive to college recruiters and scouts and coaches. Because, even college coaches, recruiting is very, very important because, you're banking on a kid and he's helping you put food on your table. So you can't miss. And so nobody's just giving out scholarships. So, these guys are going to know how to play college basketball when it's all said and done.
How do you think your team lines up with the 42nd district competition and also the 11th region teams?
Well, we're getting better and better every single day, and we got a ways to go before we meet the 47th district, but our goal is to continue to get better like we're doing every single day. And when we get there, hopefully we're ready to really compete and make a sudden impact.
Talk to us about your schedule as a whole. What are some of the highlights and key points of that?
Well, it's pretty tough, you know what I mean? And, no game in the 11th region is easy. No game in the 42nd district is easy. And, we play in Bryan Station in Memorial Coliseum. I think that'll be a big event. Two high-profile high school teams. Bryan Station is really, really good. Got one of the top 2 or 3 guards in the state. And we get to showcase our 2 schools in Memorial Coliseum. That's probably the biggest game of the year because of where it's going to be at.
Talk to us about the future of the program and what we can expect from the future.
Well, you're going to expect a very entertaining style of basketball. You're going to expect no other team in the state is going to work as hard as we do. And it's going to be fun, and I tell people all the time, a fun way to play basketball is a very attractive way, and people are going to want to be a part of it. And that's what you got to get used to.
Coach, thank you and good luck this season.
Thank you.
That concludes Week 8 of Inside Nest with Connor, sponsored by RUMPKE. Good luck to all the teams who are starting their seasons this week. Next week's episode will be released early due to the Billy Hicks Classic and as it is a preview of the tournament. Thank you to RUMPKE Waste Recycling for making this great show possible, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
At RUMPKE Waste and Recycling, family is at the heart of all we do. Our name is on every truck, every container, every facility. And we take pride in what our family name represents. Friendly, reliable service. Families trust us. Businesses trust us. Communities trust us. And you can too. Learn more about our family business and the important work we do at rumpke.com. RUMPKE, waste and recycling done right.